world of the living. My name is Lex and welcome back to Truly Bedrock Friends. In the last episode, Silent Whisper and I did something absolutely amazing. We finally found the pig people who stole the entirety of that craft's fortune. Now, with Silent on the case, I'm absolutely most certain that eventually we'll get all of his diamonds back from their pig village, meaning that I can not worry about anything. And about the hundreds of diamonds that I'm technically currently in debt for. And just go and deal with the stuff I actually want to deal with. Which is, mind you, upgrading the All-Star and getting Alice, the All-Star artificial intelligence, to, have a better and nicer personality module. One they can use to better express themselves, and of course, one that is gonna be a little bit more convenient for them to use and a little bit less dependent on myself. You're gonna see exactly what I mean in just a moment as we're gonna approach them and try and have a little bit of a conversation. I already installed this shulker circulator magic in the last episode, or at least between the last episodes, and it's functioning, but there's a little bit of an issue that I really find annoying, and that is that while Alice is the one choosing what shulker box to pull from the dispenser behind here, I'm still the one who's pushing the button. So I figured that maybe we can tie their mood, their personality, their ability to change their mind about stuff and tell it to me and everyone else to something happening within the store. For example, imagine if it has been a little bit too long since the last time somebody bought something. That would affect their mood and they would get a little bit sadder about it, or at least a little bit less happy. On the other hand, imagine if they got to sell a lot of stuff to someone, and that's when their mood really skyrockets and they're really happy about it. One way or another, we can help them express themselves and we can get them a much more humanizing way of talking than waiting for me to reply. But for the time being, how are you doing? How's the news? Wow. You made quite a life for yourself, didn't you? I mean, wow, you live in quite luxuriously in here. Is that a bonsai tree? Is that a TV set? I mean, not the most spacious of apartments, but still though. Sorry, on the chicken news, you're alright. How do I put it? No. I mean, it's fine. We found we found the money. So technically we know where to get it from. But even then, that only kind of gets rid of only half of the thing. Half of the sum I technically owe to that craft. It's a whole thing, you don't need to worry about it, don't worry about it. Oh. You already did worry about it. Is that a graph of our expenses, or, income at the very least? So this would be December, this would be January, this would be February, I guess. Oh lord, we went to the negatives. We are 672 diamonds in debt. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're right, actually. But is that too much of an issue? We have an entire month to get rid of it. We have until the end of the month to pay that up. We have concrete to sell. Opening back is a priority. But you need a better personality expression circuit or whatever. Don't you? I mean, we can't just keep you in this tiny shulker box. Okay, fair enough. That's convincing, fairly. Right. Well, I mean, put a pin in that, personality thingy that I promised you. Put a pin in upgrading most of your systems. I mean, now that the shulker box sorters are functioning, we can absolutely implement them over here, so you can actually count how many sales we did. That'll just make for a better accounting and all that kind of stuff, but you know what? You're right. This can wait. We're gonna open the All-Star as is. But only the concrete aisle, alright? Okay. We're opening the concrete aisle. so that people can buy concrete because we have it fully stocked up, more or less. And this is a lot of diamonds being left on the table. There is, however, still a different issue with us opening the All-Store back to public, and that is that it's already a little bit too open, if you ask me. I mean, seriously, look at this. Just look at it. It's a little bit ridiculous ever since I stripped the mountain away just to make free space for all the redstone of the ever-growing redstone system. And I'm hoping that it's not gonna get even worse, but it probably will. Either way, right now we do need to make All-Store a little bit more presentable for everyone else, while at the same time potentially getting a little bit more commercial over here, you know, in a very positive way. Just look, hear me out. There is a lot of games currently in the commercial district. There is the gunpowder game, which is one of the most profitable ones. There is the concrete game, which is the least competitive one. But there is one that just is not present, and that is the advertisement one. That's right! When you look at it, every single store at the same time presents what it's selling, and also is really not doing that good of a job at like presenting it. When you look at it, yeah, you can tell that like the ice cream shop probably is selling ice and the slime shop is probably selling slime, but it's not like any of them are trying to, you know, get you in and go buy from them. Meaning that I can probably capitalize on that a little bit. You see, I right now have this big area in front of me that I will have to domesticate and walk on. And I could, absolutely could, just grab a bunch of stone and build up a giant stone area, giant stone wall, basically expanding the cliff, making it so that there's more area on top of it, and even potentially expanding my shop up there. But wouldn't it be much more fun to kind of make it into a big old warehouse, right? And on the outer walls of it, stretch out a banner with some sort of an advertisement for the, you know, offer of the week of some sort. Just letting everybody know that, yeah, we do have some stock of particular variety. You can buy it here, and you won't even need to check the community Discord to find out the prices. Because if you don't know, right now, whenever Datcraft or I restock, that's where we post the change to the stock situation. We just go into our communal Discord and just in a secret channel let the rest of the members know that, hey, there's like now a lot of wood available or something like that. And that's pretty cool, and that's pretty smart, and that's pretty clever, and that's pretty convenient. But hey, just flying by, looking around, and you see concrete, a diamond per stack. Wouldn't that be much nicer, much more immersive? Especially because we basically already have the style for the build figured out. And, well, let me talk about the style a little bit some more. Here's a thing I don't know if I told you about All-Store, about the design of the front of the storefront, the literal front of the literal store, Haley. It's actually quite clever in its design because of what it uses for the thing, for the choice of materials. You see, there's this thing called color theory, and then there's things called complementary colors. It's a little bit hard to explain because I myself don't necessarily understand it that well. But there are certain colors that just look really nice next to other ones, and they're not necessarily, they don't look alike, but they are sometimes contrasty, and they are really nice together. For example, orange and teal. That's why the red desert and the, you know, blue sky looks that appealing to us. That's why the entirety of the movie Mad Max was made with those colors, with the cyan of the sky and the orange of the red sands. However, do you know another color that really goes well with the two? Yep, purple. Purple is great for it, and purple in Minecraft itself is just absolutely wonderful. It has the best variations, it has several extra variations thanks to the blue terracotta, which looks more purple than it does blue, and on top of that, teal is the color of diamonds, the literal color of literal money in this version of the game. So yeah, we kinda struck gold here, ironically. That no one else is really doing anything fun with purple, meaning that we're the ones getting to look most professional. I already established a block palette around here, and I want to kinda try and continue it into that area. Continuing to use the concrete powder for the backdrop of the stuff I'm gonna be building, for the backdrop of the billboard that I plan, and the solid concrete for the bottom parts, for the more, basy parts of the entire building. We'll see how that plans out after the server restarts and I gather the materials. And yes, it is me a little bit dipping into my own supply, with me using my own concrete to build my own store. But you know what? Sometimes you have to spend concrete to make concrete. No, wait, that's not how that saying goes. What? Absolutely. Either way, you get my point. And you know what? Since you've been so good for me last couple of months, let's actually pull out an old trick that I've not been doing for a while. Let's do a little bit of a time lapse. Just let me get some cool music on. And there's like another minute of this song. Can you believe it? This is musical euphoria, my friends, and it is absolutely amazing. So yeah, look forward to seeing it sometime later in the time lapse. For now though, we're finished with this building here, and would you look at that? You know, all that talk about color theory was absolutely winging it. Just I'm kind of very bad at this drone things, but all of that applied, and all of that applied really nicely. Look at this thing. Look at what we built. It's so bright. It's so popping. It's kind of plain looking, which is a little bit the point. Like a little bit the point of this. And I'll talk about it in just a second. But for now, just kind of, isn't this nice? Isn't it nice how bright and vibrant this is? All of my builds in Minecraft are like medievalish and darkish and all that kind of stuff. And all store is just bright purple thing sitting in the middle of the very, like, actually now that I look at it, kind of insane area of the shopping district. Point being that we got the all store's outer shell figured out. It is functionally a giant warehouse, which is why I'm a little bit fine allowing it to be a little bit more plain and less visually, engaging outside of the entire vibrant purple thing. But here's why I left it plain, alright? Here's why I decided to leave it with giant flat walls here and there. Because all of this is advertisement area. All of this will, tiny bit later, be converted into actual billboards with whatever it is we want to sell. For example, right about now, I am willing to segment off the concrete area of the All Store, just, so people don't go further in back, because at this point Jesse B already tried to go even further back, and on the Habit went into the second story and tried to sell me a shulker box full of spruce. And it's not even that the system wasn't ready to buy it. The system was absolutely ready to buy it, by the way. It's just that I removed the payout circuit. because nobody was ever selling anything. Meaning that, yeah, I owe Jess like 8 diamonds now, and probably the 9th one for, for her trouble. On the other hand, spruce was already overstocked and the lamp was off, meaning that all of the spruce that she threw is currently in here, in the hoppers. Because there wasn't a minecart down here, and that's just sad. That's just incredibly sad. My robot offspring was incredibly overfed there. I'll have to do something with it. The funniest bit is that it wouldn't even stop the next minecart from filling in if it was actually in the system and free. Point being, I want to advertise the fact that we are back, and I want to advertise the fact that we have the concrete in stock. So I figure I'm just gonna grab one of each color, except for the black and white, because that stuff's expensive. That stuff's top seller over here, and kinda just vomit it up onto the giant magenta bit. How about that? Hey, look at this. There's a lot of light glitching going on with the double half slabs. I don't know why. I specifically used the double half slabs instead of full blocks, because full blocks usually used to have this exact light glitch. But apparently now it just don't work anymore, so yay! Either way, look at that! 1 diamond per stack! It just says it right there. A little bit did it wrong actually, not according to my yep, there you go. Not according to my own design. Made the letter T a little bit. There we go, now it's all lined up, now it's all beautiful, now it's all pretty. A little bit of center. Not entirely centered, but you know what? That's fine. The imperfections are just gonna catch the eye. I just now realized that the word stack has the letter C in it. Okay! Give me a moment to go down adjust the design. Yeah, that's a really piddly letter C, but you know what? It's fine. It works. You can read it, kinda, if you really try to. And it even announces the price. It doesn't even announce exactly what we're selling here. 1 diamond per stack. For concrete, but like, I'm not gonna get the word concrete anywhere in here. I think you can get from the context. And also I have this giant, brown bit to maybe spell that out. But I'll see. We'll see how that goes. Because this already might be enough to interest the local audiences. Well then, now that that's done, all that's left to do is, well, as I said, section this area off and actually get working on opening up the rest of the old store. Yep, we're gonna be opening in segments. So, segment A is ready for your business. In fact, there already have been some sales, just for no good reason. I don't know who's been sneaking in here without actually asking if I'm ready to have them or not. But either way, opening this segment, the concrete aisle, and then we need to work on restocking the wood aisle and the block aisle themselves. Which, you know what? I think that I can pull some string and get some connections to get at least a few of these materials, seeing how they specifically were used in the creation of the current the biggest diagonal on the server. Let me call up Liara. I'm pretty sure she has plenty of nether bricks sitting around for me.
Knock knock. Brought you
hey
some
there!
nether brick. Hello.
So you with the delivery, or which one was what?
Yeah, I have nether brick and red nether brick and much of it.
God.
And oh, whole new section. Nice.
Yeah, look at that. We got the sandstone. Like, this is specifically for you to buy. we got the sand. We're gonna have gravel because silent. And then the terracotta and red nether brick and just nether brick.
Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I wish I'd known that you were selling the the lights, I would have brought some over for you. I still have a bit left over from the highway
Do you
that
have some
I
sea
think you gave
lanterns?
me to begin with. So
Yeah, I'm kind of the main provider of this. I'm surprised that I like having a full monopoly on them. I'm not scoring in more cash.
yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, where do you want me to go ahead and drop these off? Is it
Maybe
what?
not there. Maybe don't touch it.
Like it's adorable, but like since when was I aunt and also like why like that
Oh, you
doesn't
have no
seem very fair.
idea, do you? Yeah, this is my
What?
offspring, Alice.
What?
Yeah, they talk now.
Offspring? Okay. Yeah, that's I'm completely confused. Zoe, have you been alone with your shop for so long that you've started talking to it? Because that's kind of Foxy's job.
No, it's like, look, they're perfectly sentient and they're functionally a person. You
I
just press the button and like they respond to you or whatever. And you have to hover
okay,
over their
that's
mouth to like make sure that.
yeah, no, I'm looking at it and that's I don't know, that's really cute. Like that's a really cute interface and I think that'll work really well for not just having a cash register system in here, but it might need some instruction panels.
You might want to back off here because I'm pretty sure you're insulting my child right now.
Ah, I don't know what to say on response to that.
Look,
Okay.
okay, listen. I know this is kind of bonkers. I didn't believe myself at first, and it's kind of weird, but weirder stuff happened on the server, right? And right now, I feel
That's
like we're kind of,
true.
insulting them a little. So like, just trust me, alright? I mean, we can kind of run it. Look, just let's go talk to them once again, and you're just gonna ask them a question, like something I couldn't predict, and press the button. And if they reply, they reply. And if they don't, like, you'll see for yourself. You'll see for yourself. They're perfectly
Oh,
conversational.
okay. Yeah, I guess
Just be polite, okay?
uh
Just be polite.
all right. I mean, I we've had weirder things happen on the server so far. I just like wait, what?
What? Okay, what are the two of you whispering about?
Oh, okay, I like them. I like them. Yeah, no,
Good
I
one.
okay.
That is incredibly accurate, though.
I'm inclined to believe you. Okay. Let's see. What should I have you draw next then? I guess let's go for something simple. Show me an oak tree. That's a dark oak, but okay, that's sass. I mean, like, I still don't know 100% if I believe that it's sentient, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that they're related to you. That's for sure. Anyway, sincerely, I've got shroom lights for you. Um, is there anything else that you need that I might have sitting around in storage? Because I'm good. I've got all the money I need from the Redstone shop, and I want to see you actually like keep this place running this time around.
I mean, really, like, my biggest expense right now, my biggest thing working against me is gunpowder. Because I keep wasting my money on buying slack out.
Okay, well, the quartz and the blackstone we can fix by actually getting around to the gold farm that we've mentioned like 6 times at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, As for the gunpowder, though, that I can actually help with. Let's like you can rifle through my storage while we're there. Come on, let's head on over to my base.
Yeah, give me a moment. Yeah, they told me you can have this.
I I will treasure it forever. Thank you, Alice. I love fan art.
When I get back, you're so grounded.
Dramatic entrance. Yeah. So mob farm.
Mob farm.
I made a mob farm.
Are you serious with this?
What? What? I said that was the only thing I was going to put underground is a mob farm and a chorus fruit farm. So I did.
Right.
I mean, it's small, so it doesn't get that much. So this is probably about 2 hours worth of stuff, so not a ton, but
I mean, I have a laptop, and if 2 hours gets me 3 stacks of gunpowder, holy crap, sign me in.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you feel like AFKing over here, let me know when you do so I can clean up the pillager patrols afterwards. But, like, I set up this little dinky room for the purposes of doing exactly that on the AFK, and so let's see in there. It's safe. Yes, that's an exit, but everything's super bright lit up there, so nothing should be able to spawn.
Wow. When did you put this together? This is like the one piece of equipment we really were missing.
Yeah, the funny story, it actually has been built twice. I built it, and then I had to tear it down because I thought the staircase was going to go past it, but then it didn't, so I rebuilt it. But it's only been here for this time for about like 2 weeks.
So it's not creeper only, right?
Right, since it's kind of...
That would only slow it down.
Yeah, that would only slow it down, and I figure, honestly, I can at least use bones. Like,
yeah,
bones are handy.
That's
yeah,
a good point, actually, because even if Silent ends up rebuilding the gas blaster and the tree farms, that will require bone meal to run. And we don't have a steady supply, and the shops are rapidly running out. So...
Exactly.
Wow, this is incredibly useful. Thank you, so much. I know you didn't do this for me, but still though.
Hey, you know, it works. The only thing that I need to make it better is I need to get, like, about 4 more wither roses, ideally, because sometimes it winds up with witches kind of taking up the mob cap. But it's nothing that, you know, popping into the nether for 5 seconds and popping back out doesn't solve. So,
wow.
And I'm gonna go ahead and find a place of honor to put the fan art from your daughter or daughter.
Yeah, I think child is better, cause I mean their pronouns is they and she. So like they told me, but honestly I'm a little bit confused.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know what pronouns to refer to a building as, so I appreciate the clarification. Plop that in the center there for the time being, and it's beautiful. It's like the 3rd fan art I have of you getting killed. It's amazing.
Wait, what? And that puts us right here, back in business. All-Star open once again. You just kinda walk in. And there it is. Concrete, 1 diamond per stack. All right here, all stacked up, all perfectly fine. And Billstone, my dude, I made sure that there's at least a double chest of already converted stuff waiting for you. Now, of course, I'll be making even more of it because I do have kind of sand out of a zoo right now. Like, it's everywhere, absolutely. And we do have plenty of gravel laying around. So all of this will be fast to restock, but in the meantime, we also need to make sure that we open the block aisle, so the stone aisle, and the wood aisle on that side. Now, of course, both of them are already functional, but they don't have anything to sell, not necessarily. So I'll be looking into getting more of that kind of materials. Listicles, all that kind of stuff, ideas where to get it, ideas who to farm it with. That's all coming up. Until then, though, that's gonna be it. for today. So thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been ZloXP. This has been Truly Bedrock. To be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye.